Next question is for Simon Busuttil. And I'll be perhaps a bit, I don't know, rhetorical or facetious, but I have to put you the question. There is sort of an informal campaign going on to mobilize people for the May Day celebrations. I've seen one going around on WhatsApp today that says that this story is being said because people like you are motivated by revenge. You want to hit back those who defeated you. And that, you know, Keach Kembry and Conrad Mitzi are two very big reasons why you're not Prime Minister. And that this is all a very complex and deliberate scheme to have your own way back. What is the motivation of keeping this story where it should be?
Well, Manuel, first of all, I'd like to thank Carlo and all those involved in this really moving and touching presentation film about Daphne. And I also wish, if I may, to give you, for coming, to reply directly to your question, a little bit of an experience I had with and about Daphne. I used to be accused as leader of the opposition of being Daphne's mouthpiece. In fact, one of the first questions I was asked soon after becoming leader of the Nationalist Party and the opposition in 2013 was, will you disassociate yourself with Daphne? And I found that question rather bizarre. Because for me, Daphne was a journalist, a fiercely independent journalist, and it had never ever occurred to me to tell her what to write. Still less to tell her to remove what she wrote. But then I found out, as leader of the opposition and of the party, that on many occasions so many people used to reach out to me to tell me that they will not vote for us because Daphne had written something about them. And when you investigated their complaint and concern, you often ended up finding out that it was someone who is in public office and was exposed by Daphne for doing something who she shouldn't have done, such as someone fiercely campaigning for the environment and then being exposed for having applied to build some kind of discotheque in an ODZ area. Reveal this hypocrisy. So when such people came to me, I told them that I couldn't really do anything about this because she is an independent journalist and she is really putting us all of us in public life, under the spotlight. And the problem is not her writing. The problem is our behavior in public office. And therefore, if we don't or didn't want to end up under her spotlight, it was very clear what we should be doing. I was one of those she didn't really often write about, although she did create headaches for me as well. But I think that I always respected the boundaries of her professionalism, and she did with mine. I felt I should share this with you because I really needed to say it. the respect that we had for each other did not come out of any association whatsoever that we had with each other, but for a very simple reason, that we happened to be on the same wavelength. Now, to reply to your question, it's not about revenge. Being in public office is not about power. Being in public office is about serving the public. And I know that it sounds a little bit of a cliche today, but that's what it's all about. And I ask myself, why is it in this country that I'm the only one, apparently, to have shouldered political responsibility and left my position of power, and no one else does it? There's something bizarre about that. I didn't think twice about leaving my position of power because I carried political responsibility. Now, some other people, sorry?
Some might say you should have.
Some other people have not done so and perhaps ought to consider it really, really seriously. But at the end of the day, this is not about revenge. This is something much bigger than that. This is something much more important than that. I believe that until last June at least, we had started something very important. And in fact, we used to play the song which had this fantastic rallying call. It was a song that was called "This is What We Started." And I'm here for a very simple reason, because I'm determined to finish what we started.